Here in round 2 is where Williams was able to nail Nigel Benn and hurt him. Good short left hook on the inside. Yeah, that's what stunned him. See, there's that left hand. That short left is there for Sanderline Williams.
No, but the truth is, that looked like a good punch, but it sure didn't look like a great punch, the kind of punch that would knock a man back against the ropes.
I think because it was so short and compact, Barry. There you see the total punches with Ben just a tad of a lead over Williams, throwing more and landing just a little bit more.
Step back, stop punching.
Neither man has really taken charge of this fight so far. It's there to be won.
Take your time, Sandy.
Ben said today how happy he is training in Florida and how much he enjoys being in this country. He said, if you have to come to America if you're going to make it in boxing, and that's what I decided. Good uppercut. That's another punch that Ben has in his arsenal that is really excellent.
You know, along those lines, too, I mean, that is a fact, I think, that you do have to come to the States, but boxing is big time in England.
Oh, yeah.
Great crowds, people really like it, and yet they haven't really been able to harvest a great crop of fighters.
No, it's been touch and go for them. Occasional champion here and there, but last middleweight champion they had was Alan Minter. Briefly held that crown before Marvin Hagler took it over, and that's Ben's idol, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. I want to wish a happy birthday to Jerry Solomon, who's one of the big advertising people with sports advertising people with Budweiser. Jerry's a good man who's here at all the fights, and it's his birthday today.
So happy.
And like all of us, I'm sure, he's sitting here scrutinizing Nigel Benn, really looking at him, trying to figure out just how much of a threat in the middleweight division this young man would be.
And it's hard to tell. I've been doing the same thing, frankly, just sitting here thinking how would he be against some of the other middleweights. And frankly, I don't have a decision myself yet. I don't have any strong feelings about how he would fare.
And you know, part of the time when you face a Sanderline Williams, there's a perfect example of why it's hard to tell, because he's got all those slick moves.
Coming out of the end of the 4th round, and again, Sanderline Williams is there and doing a pretty good job. Fifth round of a 10-round fight. Sanderline Williams in the white trunks and Nigel Benn in the black trunks. Take a look at the jabs through the first 4 rounds, and Williams working his both more and more effectively than Benn, but I guess you might expect that.
Yes and no. I think a big part of Nigel Benn's arsenal is that jab because of the right hand. Even though Williams seems like more of the boxer type.
That's a slip as Ben was off balance when he threw that shot.
I'm the only guy in the world that can diplomatically contradict you.
Yeah, I was
yes
just
and
gonna
no.
Say, yeah, but it's really no. I appreciate it. I appreciate the velvet glove.
Well, I could be wrong, you know.
Absolutely wrong, you old man.
There's Williams using that jab. Whatever we think, he is using it better, and it's important for him.
But you know, you really have a sense that Williams' confidence is growing in this fight.
Yeah.
He was a lot more stationary before, and he was really fighting backwards, but backwards in a defensive mode. And now he seems to be circling, looking for his shots, up on his toes a little more. Took a shot there, though.
There's the jab of Ben. This jab thing is going to be a real big deal because if we start heading into the later rounds and Williams has landed just such a preponderance of jabs, we're really going to have to start, the judges are going to have to deal with this issue in each round. Now there's one, didn't do much damage. There's another, kind of pecked away at the, there's another. Last one missed.
All right, step back.
Meanwhile, Ben misses with the right hand. getting dirty looks from the Logan Hobson and Bob Canovio are punch, but they think I'm counting the punches verbally now. I'm getting in trouble with everybody. I contradict Barry. The punch profile's mad at me. And Tyrone Trice doesn't like us either. He doesn't think we're giving him the credit he's supposed to get.
They have a new contract, bigger than ours.
That's right. I'm going to start making some friends here on Top Rank Boxing. This fifth round is pivotal here. I tell you, I agree with what you said about the confidence of Sanderline Williams, but is he doing enough for the judges to say, yes, I want to give him this round?
Right. I agree with you about that. You might be able to hear Sanderline Williams' corner saying, move, Sandy, move, Sandy.
Now, there was a good counterpunch by Williams after Ben missed.
Coming to the end of the fifth round, and again, a close fight, but the question is Williams doing enough?
Williams landed 61% of his punches in the last round, and Ben only 35%. So that would indicate the big edge that we talked about.
Big round for Sanderline Williams.
There is something we haven't seen from Nigel Benn, a good hook to the body. Ben with still a very, very slight edge in number of punches landed, but you can see what a close fight this is based upon that.
Jab by Williams. A little bit of a headbutt there, too.
That jab of Williams, look at, he's landing that punch. I mean, he's getting in often. Ben has been more aggressive in this round, too. I just think looking at Sanderline Williams, you get the feeling that these last few rounds are going to be struggle for him, though, because of conditioning. You feel him just not quite as frisky as you might think he should be here in the seventh round.
Absolutely my observation, too. I completely agree.
You keep moving, Sandy.
And you can hear his corner saying, keep moving, keep moving. They've really been exhorting him to do that. And that isn't even further he's out of gas yet. He just seems to be harboring a lot.
Mm-hmm. You know, the other thing is when he puts more than one punch together, Williams, Nigel Benn has a real tough time dealing with that.
All right, you're tied up. Put him out of there.
I think fighters with a lot of hand speed and foot movement and combinations will give Nigel Benn a lot of problems.
Looks like it. Looks like he's a guy who thinks offense, period.
Ben trying to put his punches together a little better. In this round, he has been more aggressive. There's the uppercut. A good punch for Ben. He's really shown that punch to be effective. Now, Williams has not gone back to that left hook, I don't think, enough.
Williams jabs. It is the most effective jab. There again, you can hear his corner.
If I was Nigel Benn, I'd do what he just did there, and that is look to time a right hand, a lead right over that jab of Williams. Finally did that and got one in.
Coming toward the end of the seventh round, again a very close round, although you might have to give this one to the visitor from England. We'll be back.